Okay, this is our first video. My name is Thomas Dockham. My wife and Esther have been planning to come to Tanzania for a year and a half. And what we've decided to do is not give the generic basic bullet points as a lot of the experts have done on other YouTube channels. But what we want to do is give you a little bit more in depth and step by step, because you really don't understand all the little things that go on. Going to the bus station, getting a bus ticket is not just that. So I hit that point, but I'm going to digress a little bit. But the first thing I would like to say is, remember, you're in Africa for all the reasons, and not to think you're from your country and try to instill your ways in what they're doing. We've had a very unique experience. Some places that we hated or disliked because where we stayed were not the best. Woke up, changed hotels, and now we absolutely love it. As you hear, I am from our balcony looking at the architecture from the place that when we landed and took the bus, a cab, to our little remote hut, which was advertised as a luxury hotel, we were surprised. We did not like it and we wanted to leave. And as you can tell, if you look at the architect, you could tell that we're in Zanzibar. Zanzibar, after spending a day and a half getting in the right hotel near the old fort, we ended up loving it. So my wife and I, she kept on sending me videos. My wife lives in England and I live in the United States. And as I say, we planned to do this. One night we were sitting in London before Christmas, and we decided that, okay, now it's time. We actually got great rates on the airlines, and I was going back to the States for a couple of months, and so I had to make a reservation to and from. Now, let me interject. If you're going to take a 24-hour trip by plane, I advise that now that they have no COVID restrictions, that you stop over in London. It's a great place to be, but just go there, sleep, and rest. Because by the time you leave, and then you arrive in Tanzania, it's going to be late at night. You're going to be exhausted from a 12-hour flight, 12 to 13-hour flight, excuse me. And then you have to go to the hotel. And if you're staying by the beaches from the airport, it's going to be 30 minutes to an hour. Now, you like the sights and sounds. As you listen to the background, you hear the sights and sounds of the little alleyways in Zanzibar. And please, that sound that you just heard, get used to it. They're everywhere. So, we're making our plans now. And when we made our plans, I decided that we should be a little bit safe, and so we found the best rates for the hotel. Well, we found to go through booking.com or go through whoever you like. But what we've learned after we arrive, make sure that you read the reviews, but you let your decisions be based on the negative reviews. Because what we have found is it looks like a lot of the reviews are paid reviews. But that's another story and another topic for another episode of On Our Way to Africa, which was going to be the title. But as we got here to do this, after staying over 3 weeks, we've decided that that may not have been the right route. So we're going to keep it, but we can talk from experience and the little delicacies. So you arrive, so we plan to go to Tanzania. The first thing my wife, being from Sierra Leone, says, well, Africa does not have stable electricity, nor does it have stable internet. The first thing that we did was we purchased a solar battery, but the charger, but it did not work. But we didn't test it before we left. Big mistake, and don't do it. The second thing we did is we went online and bought a 4G MiFi Wi-Fi. We got one out of England, which is a Howie, which we should, as much as we like it, we should be getting some sort of advertisement fee for this. It is absolutely fantastic because, again, a lot of the hotels, the internet, or the free Wi-Fi, as they say, it's not free Wi-Fi. The buses, the free Wi-Fi, there's no free Wi-Fi as a rule. And I'm talking about the long buses, 8 hours. And then the trains, the same thing. No Wi-Fi. Anywhere that we go in Tanzania, where it's Arusha, Zambia, or Dar es Salaam, we carry one of those in our pocket. Now, I did not mention that we also found online that Vodacom was the 4G to get. And as much as my wife loves the internet, she, as soon as we got off the plane, got our driver. We had our driver take us next door to the airport in Dar es Salaam to the Vodacom. And we purchased our Wi-Fi card for 4G for data and data only. Side note to all of this is that if you want to, and you have a Samsung phone or Android, you may be a little bit better. We have not had any problems with our Apple products, but everything here is Samsung. Apple actually has no footprint here, as you hear all the noise, in this wonderful country. So we arrived, we got to the hotel, and again we said it was not what we thought, but we were moved, and that's been our home base for 30 days. And I recommend you get a hotel, you get an apartment, you get something if you're going to move around and you're going to stay at least a month. Because when we travel out of Dar es Salaam, then we can go back and get back and we have a place to relax. And also the place that we rented, we have a cat that waits for us. That's another story. The cats are very mistreated. But this is some of the personalities you hear below us. The persons in Zanzibar. But our hotel is wonderful. It's actually the nicest hotel that we've stayed in the trips. The first hotel that we received in Zanzibar, is a very bad hotel. Which again, be very careful, and I cannot explain or make it indelible enough. Please be sure you read the bad reviews first. Just to say, we switched hotels, and from hating Zanzibar, we loved it. Just from reading the bad reviews, we booked the hotel. Our cab driver or taxi driver that took us back to Zanzibar City and Stone City said, that's a great hotel. And he did not, and the hotel did not disappoint. So, make sure if you have any questions on our way to Africa at gmail.com. My name is Thomas. Please subscribe, please like, and all during the week and weeks to come, we have more informative, precise step on how to visit Tanzania and not have to have a guide. Thank you.